And welcome back to twitch.tv/RSBlackrose. I am Wrench. This is Nobody EXE, and we are here with top 48 of UNIS. Pools have been concluded. It's time for the bloodbath to continue.
And you know what? We got a perfect match to start it out. We got Elion, who actually just came off second place over in BlazBlue yesterday.
Snap on.
Yeah, and he's going to be against Lagger Spoink Man.
Lagger Spoink Man. I thought you were flaming him, but that is actually his tag at the beginning of his name.
It's true. I actually just got off casuals with that guy, and he is a Byakuya player, and let me tell you, he does some crazy Byakuya stuff like all Byakuyas do.
Yeah, exactly, right? He's going to be looking to set up the web traps. He's going to be looking to use the 2Cs and all the strong buttons that Byakuya does have. They're a little bit niche, but if you figure out how to use them, he can be a very strong character. And, of course, the set play really speaks for itself. We'll see if he can get his opponent in the corner, started up, and all that, and we'll see if Elion has any answers.
So Elion, from BlazBlue.
Okay.
He is known as a very in-your-face, wild boy kind of play style. And I think Line is going to fit his play style very, very well. Actually, this is going to be my first time watching him play.
The speed star herself.
But Byakuya, one of the scariest characters to deal with, especially when you start blocking him, because he has such a good delay on all of his strings. I think he actually has the longest delays on his strings.
Yeah, his stagger pressure is immensely good. Wow,
and there it is.
All working out.
Yeah, from that stance, he can either go into the overhead, the mid, or, you know, just dash right over you. And
oh, no.
Broken right off the bat.
Yeah, got caught shielding crouch strike. Got hit with the overhead. That means the grid break is there, and it's all Elion.
And he's got 100 meters, so you know what time it is.
Oh, my God.
Now, he's going to lose this grid cycle.
What's up?
Yep.
But it doesn't matter if the opponent doesn't get to play.
Oh, I don't know how much experience Elion has against, you know, Byakuya, because he just kind of held up back right there.
Yeah, my man. Not looking like the most experienced against Byakuya. We'll see, though. Maybe that was just tournament nerves at the beginning. Get his head right going forward.
Look at how much grid that Mr. Spoink Man has right there. If I was him, I would literally just try to get as much meter as he can right there. Because now he's got 100 meter set up for that next round, if needed.
Still chilling. Has Lene on the magic pixel, goes with the CS, trying to apply some more pressure in the corner.
Player 2.
Prevent Byakuya from pressing any buttons. Wow, gets the high counter. You got to make this count, my man.
All right, this is actually a really scary situation for Byakuya. You know, his reversals, he's got, you know, his web. If you don't meet him properly, that's going to, 3 seconds left on the clock, though. I don't think it's.
And that's why he was just posted, right? It looks like we got the names corrected on the screen now. So that guy was posted at the end. He had a significant life lead. He's not going to take any risks. Just let the timer wind down and go into the next round with 200 meters. Elion doing much better here in the second round. Significant start. Good block on the cross.
Yeah, it's really hard to challenge, especially if you don't have a fast button against Line. Whiffs the throw, throws him again. You know what, whatever. Ooh. Now that guy's going to send him all the way to the corner.
The party has begun.
Unfortunately, he can't get, you know, the secondary web super because he did start it with that.
Yeah, his opponent was grid broken. Yeah, text the goal throw.
Woo, okay.
Oh my goodness, DP anyway.
Yeah, I'm negative, but I'm a DP anyway. And of course, the Line dive kick coming out. If you're not ready for the anti-air, you're going to get snacked.
All right, Elion bouncing back. I like it. Combating the webs as well with the big slices. Oh, with punish.
I think he was trying to read an assault in that situation, but you know what? That guy, mad patience. Gonna set up the web super.
Oh my goodness. Has Vorpal as well. Gets the counter off the web. Oh man, he's gonna set up shop again. Meter on meter, grid on grid.
This is the easy web setup.
Oh my God, goes to the reversal. Oh!
Yep, that's the insurance right there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what reversal you do, that web is still going to be on that ground.
All right, well, complete destruction in the third round. That guy.
I mean, that's a Byakuya round, my man. That'll happen.
It was. Man, got him in the corner, was in control of grid, was in control of the match from the outset.
He's looking real strong going into this, though. You know, when he was warming up, he was dropping a lot of combos.
Oh, word? Okay. Glad he got the nerves out early, right before top 48.
Setting up the webs. Oh, no. Missed spacing on that 660.
Yeah, big time.
But it's okay. Picks it up.
slide to finish the combo of dropping it.
You know, it's a little bit difficult because Line is such a small character. She's wide in the air when she's falling, but...
That was a clean conversion.
Oh, no. Again, another drop combo that could have been all the way to the corner. Rolls right on top of him, ends up on the other side. And Elion does end up winning the grid and gets the side switch. Ooh, I think Guy just disrespecting the Oki.
Man, he's willing to slug it out, and it's been working out for him.
I mean, if you've been looking at every single one of these like trades and situations that that guy has put Elion in, it's always in his favor.
Oh man, caught a glitch at the last moment. Then you're stuck in the webs because of it. That guy taking another round.
I don't know if he needed to spend that meter right there, but you know, that damage scaling on those records does add up.
Yeah, rather be safe than sorry at this point. He still has 100 meters for the next round anyway.
You definitely kind of poop out meter in this game too.
Yeah.
All right, very good hit from Elion. He's going to send him all the way to the corner, and he's just going to spend the meter. Let's see Oki on the setup. Just whip that 2A into a throw.
Damn, shield and crouch again, gets hit by the assault.
Can't be doing that, especially against that guy. Byakuya thrives off people bad shielding.
Yeah. Making him pay for it dearly here.
BDP.
All day, every day. He's shown that he's been willing to pull it out. Oh, well, that was interesting. So he CS and then try to shield the assault, punish him that way. Ends up running into the web.
Hey man, if your dash blocks are not on point, you're gonna suffer a lot, especially in this. Whoa, big punish!
Counter punish. My man got vulnerable. He got 200 meter. And he's got his opponent in the grave.
Very, very dead person right there, and Elion will get knocked into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, we saw Elion, you know, he was pretty willing to throw out the DPs at the end. That guy makes the adjustment, punishes him forward, and he's going to be moving on in winner's bracket for top 48. Of course, the matches coming up now are going to be primarily in the winner's bracket side of things.
Oh, yeah.
So stay locked and loaded. We got heavy hitters in the building. We got Red Blade coming up soon. We got Magnets who advance into winners in his pool as well. I know Ryan Hunter's chilling in the losers, and plenty of other top-level competitors here for UNIS.
Now, the competition here is absolutely fierce. You know, the Midwest scene, the East Coast scene, the West Coast scene, I want to say the entire region in the entire world has been just up, up, and up.
Yeah, when it comes to UNIS, definitely the community has just continued to grow, right? The word of mouth of the game has been so good. A lot of people have been adopting it, whether it be when the game initially came out. Of course, a lot of people liked it and were playing it, but I feel like it's just continued to grow. It's like Tekken in that way, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Where the word of mouth has been so good that people keep getting into it, whether it be later on in the game's lifespan or in the immediacy. And now, of course, we got Uniclear. How do you pronounce it again? It became
Uniclear.
Uniclear,
yeah.
I saw Brett was heartbroken about it, but
we got one new character so far.
Okay.
So far, we don't know if there's going to be new ones.
Okay.
But, you know, I've been messing around with the demo. That game is looking kind of sick. I'm glad, you know, there were a couple nerfs to some characters that needed it, but, you know, some buffs that were questionable. You might have seen it on Twitter.
Yeah, I heard a Red Blade who was real happy about a buff to his character.
He's a very happy man right there. And, you know, speaking of Red Blade, he's right there on the stage, and he's going to be up against For Fun Psycho.
Okay, it should be a good one.
Now, Red Blade needs no introduction. Man is a very dominant force in the North American region. He actually just lost his first tournament in America to Breaker Dave.
Breaker Dave at Climax tonight. Red Blade coming up with second place. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
This ain't even button checks. You're just getting disrespectful on the outset. It looks like. And we know this is the Wagner game, right? She be bullying. She gets you in the corner. Gets the counter hit conversion there.
Now, it's really scary, especially when you're playing Waldstein too, because your buttons are so slow. So there's a lot of situations where you want to just like, you know, throw out a button to like take your turn back. But you're not allowed to do that because your buttons are 7 frames. Exactly. Compared to Wagner's, you know, she's got some of the faster buttons in the game. Her range is absolutely ridiculous. Red Blade himself, of course, no slouch.
Yeah, exactly. Red Blade at the helm was definitely going to prove troublesome alone, and then Wagner behind it. And yeah, another thing is her range, right? Waldstein, of course, has a lot of range himself, but she has faster ways to close the distance than he does.
That's right there. Like, in that situation, they both woke up at the same time. Waldstein's fastest button is 7 frames. Wagner, 5.
Yeah.
There's a simple math right there.
Unable to compete. The numbers don't lie.
He gets the veil off, but, you know, this life deficit and the timer's just ticking down. It's not looking too good. Both of them are great broken now.
Yeah, using the guard thrust to get rid of the plus frames. Oh, my goodness.
And that 6-6C, man, it's so fast, it hits low, and she can special cancel out of it. Ridiculous.
Good stuff. Good stuff from Psycho here in the second round at the beginning. Yeah, that's the goal throw.
Very situation. Very good touch. That was his reaction right there.
Shielding it again.
It takes the trade, but wins the grid cycle. So
see the powered up shield shoving him towards the corner, trying to get our bully game on. Ooh, he almost threw the shield attempt. It's a little bit out of range.
Now Waltzing is a very tricky character to play against, also in the regards that his hitbox looks a lot bigger than it actually is. So, you know, you might see a lot of whiff buttons and throws against his hands.
Since we already saw a couple here, but man, Red Blaze making sure he gets in range now. All the assault as you land, and then he just went low.
Messed it up, but
not even a combo.
He messed it up, but you know, yeah. even Psycho was like, I thought it was dead.
Yeah, exactly right. At that point, you just kind of feel mentally fatigued from just getting pounded by Wagner in the corner.
Are we going to see a character switch here? Oh, yes, it is. And we're going to go to Enkidu. Now, Enkidu also, you know, considered not the best character. Not the best character. But we've seen him make some waves, especially at Evo. Yeah. Shouts out to Rakir. Tries to go for the parry, but Red Blade with the patience.
We shall see if he can make some big things happen.
Gets the double buff.
Oh, parried from long distance, but didn't do anything with it.
Scared of the plus frame.
The counter again, you ain't going nowhere.
Yep, gets the double buff.
Oh, the assault to the chain shift.
Yeah, that's the cheap stuff right there.
Oh, yeah. The unblockable type stuff. I play Eldenham. I know about that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man. If you got the assault JA into an overhead into, you know, chain shift, use it.
Yeah.
Especially the callouts out the rounds. That's worth it, man.
Most definitely. Like, oh, my God. Caught him flinching. Now you're in his world.
All right, veils off. Uh-oh.
Oh, damn, son. Put the shield on him.
I just want signal on your stuff, you
know. This is not looking good for Psycho.
Yo, 5.8. Gets the double buff again. You have to use the meter for it. Caught him reaching. And my man Red Blade is teaching. That's 2-0. Be moving on in winner's bracket.
Psycho looking a little bit perturbed about that match.
You need to fix your...
Honestly, I would be too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm perturbed for him, and I didn't even have to play.
Come back to the commentators. He's fixing his sources real quick so we don't know.
There is a reason Red Blade is considered one of the better players in America. The amount of... He set the pace for that match from the first round. From the first match.
Yeah, my man didn't get a chance to play it right. He immediately abused the advantages Wagner had over Waldstein. Then he switched to the Enkidu. Didn't really matter either way, right? We saw like the parry come out one time, but it was a little bit too far for him to do anything off of it.
He's from Korea?
So
that's the biggest problem, I think, with Enkidu. You know, if his parry could reach, you know, all the way over there, I think he would be an amazing character. Maybe even top tier.
Ooh.
But with the way that ranges work in Under Night, definitely not working out in his favor right now.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit. We'll see if there's any changes in the horizon for him in Uniclair. I think that's how it's pronounced. It has Claire.
Claire.
Yeah, I think that's the official pronunciation.
Yeah, no.
But regardless, we are in Top 48 winners. Thank you all for joining us here on twitch.tv/RS Blackrose. Of course,
yes,
Red Blade has already shown himself and shown he is in dominant force and dominant form. So we're going to see if anybody's able to stop him. Of course, I'm looking forward to hopefully we get a Magnets match later. That's one of my favorite players to watch.
Oh, you're a Magnets fanboy.
I am a Magnets
you're a Magnets fanboy. You know what? I taught him everything he knows.
Oh, okay. You taught him Soul Bad Guy too?
That's on him. That's on him. I'm not taking any credibility for that.
That was a dead joke. Don't worry.
I'm not taking any credibility with that. But I remember Magnets first coming out. He was a Marvel 3 player.
Oh, what? I didn't know that was his origin.
He was a Marvel 3 player.
I'm an even bigger fanboy now.
And he started playing Under Night, and you know the game came out. We all started playing it. The man did not understand the mechanics of the game. And now look at him.
Yeah.
Esports.
Esports Magnets definitely sponsored. He was wearing a jersey. He got in the elevator. He was even too Hollywood to say hi to me.
Yeah, man. Who are you?
I see how it is. Yeah.
To a magnet.
You don't gotta say hi to fanboys. I understand Magnets. It's cool, man.
But how are you enjoying 2020 right now, man? How are you enjoying it?
Oh, man. Just the year in general, it's been pretty decent so far.
Man. I mean, we're not too far into the year.
I gotta say, I'll let the people at home know. I visited the Popcorn Baron for the first time yesterday, okay? And I got the cheddar, which was a solid choice, but I also got the White Devil.
Ooh.
And I gotta say, my insides are paying for it. I won't lie to you guys.
Okay.
If you get the White Devil, be prepared the next day. Make sure you don't got anything important going down.
Speaking of the Popcorn Baron, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of low-key. I know the guy.
Okay.
I know you're from the FBC.
Okay.
He has a Korean barbecue flavor.
I tried it. I did try it. It does taste exactly like Korean barbecue. It's just that I didn't like it in popcorn form. Oh, man, Spoink Man is liking the pressure he's got going on right now in the corner. Gets the throw as well.
Now this matchup, definitely a little bit difficult for Chaos, especially with, you know, just Divine Thrust A.
Oh, my goodness. Great CS to catch the jump out. Make him pay for it. Aurier in complete control on this Chaos.
Yeah, and she gets the grid, so, you know, my turn still. Sets it up. Yeah, rising jump A is not an overhead, but, you know, she still gets the falling button after that.
Exactly right. He tried to take his turn back, not expecting it to come down, but he does have Chaos. Does have Ozzy.
Now this is where it gets a little bit scarier, and KOSUNA trying to get the throw off, but not working out.
Yeah, he hasn't been keeping an eye on the fact that Sportsman's been having CS available, right? We've seen a couple of counters to it now. We got the overhead as well and the corner carry off of it. Man, you ain't going nowhere. That was a great setup from the Aurier.
Honestly, so not being able to block Aurier's overhead consistently, right? Really sets the pace for the match. Oh, that's a good break.
Oh, indeed. Trying to shield, gets thrown forward. Ozzy behind the back. Oh, my goodness.
The classic Chaos setup.
Behind the back. Protect your neck, young man.
2-0.
KOSUNA really stepping it up in this game.
Read something again. Nice tech.
Yeah, just force functions out of that situation, and now it's his turn.
Ooh. Fail off.
Yeah, try to go for the meaty overhead, but ooh, 6C catches him, and that's going to be it.
6C duck off.
Honestly, one of the better moves. It used to, you know, my goodness.
Hey, I have a high counter this time as well.
Yeah, he tried to go for a Divine Thrust right there, and KOSUNA just reading it.
The command throw. Great spacing as well, falling right in between him and Chaos.
Yep, tried to go for a dash block, but gets crossed up. Into the corner now. Meaty two ways.
Ooh.
Using the chain shift. Still my turn, baby.
Damn, counter here. Yeah, Spoink Man trying to replicate that first round, but he doesn't get an opportunity to. What a bounce back from KOSUNA here. Claiming the first game with a perfect.
I mean, when you're in that corner against Chaos, that's where he really shines. You know, he's got the cross-ups, he's got the grab baits, he's got everything. It's just so scary. Like, you're blocking not really a big mix-up until he puts Ozzy into the ground, and you're thinking, is he going to cross me up? Is he not going to cross me up? Is he going to throw me? Because they all lead into the same situation.
Yeah, it really seems like KOSUNA has caught on to the fact that Spoink Man wants to press these buttons and specials at this far range. And Chaos does have answers to that, right? With the Ozzy and the 6C.
Okay.
All right, trade combo, actually.
Ooh, gets caught low. That's big damage. Oh!
What's big damage? Yeah, leaving some on the table. Still has the corner, though.
KOSUNA does have grip, but he's going to be losing it right now. Yeah, backdash is out. Aurier backdash, one of the most obnoxious backdashes in the game. Since it's so far back, it's really hard to punish.
Going mad for him. All right, sandwich
Cross
time.
up, yeah.
Oh, god damn.
He's not ready for these cross-ups, man.
He's not. Gets put in the corner because of it as well. CS instead of DP, though. That was smart.
Yeah, force functions to put him in the corner, and just raw 6C from KOSUNA.
Man, got 200 meter, bro.
Send him in the corner.
Shot.
Yeah, go for the, you gotta check that OS.
Yeah.
You mashing? You mashing?
Damn. Looks like I'm a gold throw.
6C once again catching his jump. My God, he's actually caught every single jump from that range with that 6C.
He's really found the rhythm of what Spoink Man wants to do from that range, and the 6C has been shutting it down at every turn.
Ooh, catches him trying to throw.
That was too slick. Clean push as well. KOSUNA in dominant control. Damn.
Oh my goodness, he drops it, but you know, resets to neutral. He understood that he messed up.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go on the other side of the screen, let my lizard dog do the work. Nice catch.
Yeah, using that pause button to his advantage. Baits the veil off. That's huge.
Yeah, what a read. What mental composure to still think of that in the situation. Oh, gets the counter hit as well.
Yeah, that'll catch from that range.
Maximum Ozzy. Great stuff from KOSUNA. Again, recognizing that range from Spoink Man, just exploiting it this time with a super. He's going to be moving on in winner's bracket.
He recognized a lot of hesitation. Like he was trying to delay a lot of his strengths and just try to catch him off guard over and over again, and it just didn't work out. And, you know, KOSUNA really set the pace.
And I like the fact that he didn't switch it up
when it came to the Ozzy mix-ups, right? He was like, if you're not going to show me that you can block the behind the back joint, I'm just going to keep doing it.
I mean, that's that. If you don't block it once, just keep doing it.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
That's just how it goes. That's a fighting game 101 right there. But up next, we got Untold Melody, who actually just played not too long ago versus God Hunter.
God Hunter. This is one of the names I'm a fan of in the bracket. The God Hunter. I wonder who he plays. I want to know.
So Untold Melody, you saw him earlier. He was playing Hilda.
Hilda, okay.
So, you know, if you're a fan of Hilda, amazing. I'm not a great fan of Hilda. I'm not a big fan of Hilda.
Same.
I'll be honest.
But we'll
I
see.
don't like eating the 50-50s. I don't like the big old buttons.
Yeah, no. It's
And
keeping me at the other side of the screen. Not
the
fun.
big thing I don't like about Hilda plays, right? She does a lot of stuff that's negative. And it's like, all right, it's my turn.
Nah.
She doesn't think about that. She never thinks about it. She's just like, I'm doing my thing, and
Take
I'm
a
going to keep
shot.
doing my thing
Comms clear.
over and over.
About your turn or my turn.
The big thing about Hilda, right, is she's negative after a lot of the things that she does.
Yeah.
But many characters can't really deal with the range that she puts you at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So your entire game plan is, I'm going to block, I'm going to block, I'm going to block. I'm going to win grid, and I'm going to see if I can put you into a blocking situation. Because Hilda has no reversals.
Nope.
Her buttons are pretty slow, but she has a pretty decent dive kick. You know, it goes over low sometimes.
Yeah, she definitely gets mauled if you can get in that position in the first place, right? That's what it's all about. So when she does have these negative frame situations, because of her like character archetype and the fact that you're so far away, you can't think of it as like pressing a button back, right? You more have to position yourself properly to try to make something big happen later on.
It's like, okay, if she did this, it's like -6. I'm going to try to press a button, but you know, your fastest button at that range might be like 15 frames or something like that. And you know what? Her 5B is mad fast, man. It's like 9 frames.
Exactly.
But this matchup, definitely difficult for the Hilda player.
Got my man Merkava, a speed star in his own right.
This character is obnoxious, man. We saw the obnoxious stuff he can do, especially over at Climax with Breaker Day.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Merkava still a menace.
Ooh,
oh my goodness. And this is how we're gonna start it off. You're already in the corner. This man's name is God Hunter as well. You better be scared, my man.
Sets up the babies. Nice tech on the throw. Ooh, it takes his turn back. He's like, I don't care if you're plus. I got a pause button. Still my turn. Let's go.
See, that's all the little goons now. They grow up so fast. And the wiki. Woohoo! My goodness.
I'm negative, but I don't care. I'm gonna read this. You tried to take your turn back, and God Hunter, wow, what a...
I'm so glad we talked about Hilda and not respecting turns, right? And then God Hunter just coming out, making sure that all the turns are in Merkava's favor.
But Untold Melody's point. All right, shields it.
Woo! Oh, counter hit and the conversion. We got the corner now.
Now, I've noticed this about Untold Melody from watching him. Wow, very nice forward B anti-air. But like I was saying, Untold Melody really likes using that force function to try to steal the turn back. That was almost a really scary shield right there.
Covered
There it is again. Do you know how to punish it? Nope.
Yeah, you got to shield the second to last hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you don't have an audio cue, it's a lot harder.
Okay. The other 200 meter on there. So you can make something happen here. You have spinning one, catching him flinching. Oh, the whippy hand to try to catch him.
Woo! Hailstorm.
All right, all right. You can get behind that. Wow, both players dashing up, showing some respect, but he does get thrown for his trouble.
Like I said, he loves trying to just force his situation onto you with that force function. Nice block. Force functions. Just caught trying to press a button right there. I think he actually tried a 2C. Merkava's 2C reaches mad far, man.
Just wiggling, trying to do something.
Yeah, there we go. Messes up again.
Yeah, you can see him looking for the shield at the very end, but still not timed correctly.
The force function. Ooh, big counter hit, but Untold Melody not caring. Get hit low. It's party time.
There's 156 on deck. That's blocked.
Ooh, that's negative, but no punish.
Oh, instead, so much grit on the side of Merkava as well. He doesn't have Whirlpool just yet, though. Staying in the sky. Oh, my goodness.
He crossed himself up right there.
Yeah, he did.
He tried to walk underneath, and he forgot that in Under Night, you just hold back.
Yeah, man.
That's
Definitely,
a big thing.
Definitely got into his own head at that point.
What a change of pace from this match, because we saw God Hunter really just tear Untold Melody apart in the first round, and then you see this happen.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like a repeat of that very first round. He got held in the corner very early, used the chain chip to perfection. Ooh, nice. The throw afterwards.
Unfortunate. Oh, messes up, actually gets him out of the corner, 5B. Onto the ground.
And the hesitation still takes the throw anyway.
Oh, he actually got the shield right there, but didn't press the button. And God Hunter's smelling that, just running up. Baby's out.
CS available for him as well. Damn, that looks scary for a second.
That was almost a real scary shield right there. Ooh, gets him with the fake dive kick into the low. The classic Merkava. I'm gonna misspace this a little bit so I can hit you with the low. Now this is a range that Hilda likes to be at, but you know, you gotta watch out for that 214A from Merkava.
See the long hand of the law.
Send him all the way to the corner. All right, that's the Hilda special, baby. I'm gonna bail off if it works. I'm gonna immediately go into super. So many turns.
Yeah, but hit him with the low.
Untold Melody's gonna get grid here. Oh wow, it just steals it at the last second. 6-6B, 6-6B.
CS is off of it. Trying to push him slowly to the corner. Does convert.
And that's the super. We got the super babies on board.
Oh, all the goons.
Takes the throw. Tries to take his turn back.
Whoa! Oh, what? Oh, man, shielded and then shielded after?
He got spooked.
He did. Merkava's a scary dude.
That's 6-6B, hitting that 6-6C. Hilda's bun's absolutely huge. Look at that.
Yeah. Definitely one of her best characteristics.
And change just, goes right over the 5B.
Unfortunately, that was not big enough of a normal to stop Merkava from getting in there. It's going to be one up here.
Now, God Hunter has been showing that he does not care if he's negative because he's been reversing out of a lot of situations where you want to just press a button to teach your turn back. Untold Melody has not been flinching, but it's really hard to punish Merkava's super.
Yeah, and I think he kind of got into his own head with the first few times messing it up, right?
Yeah.
Because the last 2 times he did it correctly, but he didn't take advantage of it afterwards.
And that 6B, once again, working out in God Hunter's favor. Setting up the baby. Whoa, dive kick.
Gets out, beautiful read.
Now, God Hunter still has that chain shift available to him.
Most definitely.
Yeah, he tried a 5BB right there, but Merkava with that flight mode.
Just the fact that you have to really prepare yourself in a different way from Merkava in the air than every other character. It's definitely something you got to keep in the back of your mind.
Yeah, man, he flies up so high on the screen. The only other character that can fly up that high is Seth.
Yeah. Teleports in real close. We're getting intimate with it. Blocks the veil off again. He knows that's what the Hilda players want. Now you're stuck in the corner.
Dive kick on Wake Up?
This is some crazy defensive dive kicks that we're seeing from Untold Melody.
Yep. Was that super?
Oh, he ended up running into it.
Didn't confirm it, though. Ah, there it is.
Oh, that's what you were talking about before, right? The
Yeah.
fake dive kick. Just space it, or space it out a little bit more so it doesn't connect.
Now he's got the grid. And again with the force function defensive option.
Melody.
Messes up. Woo! We're flying.
Damn, they both just trying to press these buttons afterwards, trying to grip them from long distance.
Yeah, God Hunter does have the chain shift available to him. And base the veil off again. He knows Hilda players. He knows.
That's what I was going to say.
Every time a Hilda wants the veil off. Because that's her only defensive option.
Yeah.
Unless you got 200 meters.
I mean, that's what you highlighted at the very beginning of the outset, right? Is that Hilda, very strong character in terms of keeping you away from the screen, has a lot of negative buttons once you block them. And then once you do get in close, she has no reversal. Her buttons are slow in that range. She can't do anything but get mauled, and Veil Off is definitely the favorable option for Hilda players to go to. And my man God Hunter knew that every time.
He successfully baited, I want to say, the 2 veil offs that matter the most.
For sure.
Because once Hilda gets a veil off on you and you get blown back, she sets up an orb. Depending on how much meter she does, she shuts up another orb, and you block. And then you block, and then you block, and then you block.
Yeah, he got hit by the very first one, right? Had to deal with both the supers, and he was like, I'm never letting this happen again. Never.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to deal with it either. You know, that 50-50, absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? Up next is your favorite player.
It is my boy. The Marvel 3 player, my man, nobody has informed me of the origins of Magnets, one of the finest Eldnums in the world. Definitely the finest Eldnum in the States, in my opinion, and going up against the Dusta.
Now, Dusta, these guys have actually met in tournament over at the Red Bull.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and you know, last time it was Magnus that ended up taking the helm, but let's see if Duesta has improved from that. Now, Seth is still one of those characters that's really, really difficult to deal with, but Eldnum no slouch herself.
Yeah, 100%. We got 2 cheap characters on the screen right now. Don't get it twisted.
Both these characters have amazing, amazing buttons to each regard. You know, Seth has that 5cc, Eldnum has 2B, 2C.
Yeah,
she also has a gun.
Many. Yeah, most definitely. She can ricochet the bullet, shoot him straight. See that 5C already coming out as well. Oh my goodness.
Very good jump on that 5C. That button is not hitting the air at that range.
Yeah.
Did before.
Duesta calling him out early with it. I like it.
Nice tech. That was the latest tech I've ever seen.
Damn, what was the hesitation to see about it? I don't know, but it worked out.
Hey man, it was definitely trying to catch Duesta, trying to press a button. A lot of Seth players really like taking their turn back, especially since he has such a fast 2A and 5A.
Damn, and the overhead catching the crouching shield.
If you don't block Eldnum's 6B, like I said, if you don't block one overhead, it really sets the pace for the rest of the match.
Oh my God, you are smoked, my man. Magnus, 200 meter on deck, and it's staying in his pocket for the next round.
Hey man, my Steam name on UNIS might come true this tournament.
Oh yeah,
Magnus might win a tournament.
You can only hope. Damn,
He's gonna have to deal with the setup. Well, run up throw.
Oh, the counter hit. Beautiful stuff from Duesta right there. Sending up Magnets for the Abare and countering it perfectly.
Yep. The optimal stuff into the setup. Now that super is mad plus on hit.
Oh my God. Got
empty
as well. What an answer from Duesta after that first round. Perfect to come back.
Hey, that's a Seth round, man. That happened.
He's got to weather the storm.
Oh, yeah. Caught him flinching.
That's twice now. He's really set Magnets up for that Abare, the slight stagger. He's caught him both times.
Using that meter and getting a little extra damage and the setup.
With another throw, he hasn't taken a single throw either, just taking it instead.
Hey man, those throws from Seth are absolutely terrifying to deal with.
Yeah.
Nice block. Oh, tried to press a button because of that 6B, but a little bit late, and she canceled into the 2B. That special is mad plus.
Yes. Even without the purple bullets.
Ooh! Calls him out. You want to jump out? No, I got to rise and jump in.
Full conversion as well. Set up shot. Oh,
wow,
no.
wake up through! Magnus probably trying to look for the reversal option. End up getting thrown on wake up instead.
Oh, again, shielding low and punishing it with the overhead. Magnets ends up taking the first game.
Now, Duesta loves shielding.
Yeah.
If you've ever played against Duesta, he loves trying to steal the grid back.
Okay.
He works, you know, Seth is one of those characters, if he has Vorpal in his arsenal, he gets 10 times more scary, and this character is already scary enough as it is.
So that's why Duesta prioritizing that, trying to get more grid for it.
So every time that Seth does a teleport mix-up like that, Eldnum can call it out, or try to call it out with a jump back charge jump C.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. We got 2 Bs all day. That's really the first one of the set for Magnus so far.
Hand sports on deck. Now, I don't know if a lot of people at home know this, but Eltnum
Chain shift off the shot.
gets so much grid off reloading.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Veil's off.
In this corner, nice break.
Yeah, the timer is running kind of low for the grid right there, so Duessa will end up taking it. That's a lot of grid to work with. That's a lot of meter. Doesn't confirm.
Yeah, Magnus a little bit preemptive anti-air. Got caught. And they happen to all the air throw, though, and she gets such a fat reward off of it.
And now Magnus, you know, 1 round away from just advancing in that top 48. Duessa is just not finding the areas to really open up Magnus. Blocks the overhead.
Yeah, trying to catch that shield again early.
I like the button press from Duessa, realizing that 2-2A from Eltnum is always negative, even with enhanced forward. All right, change shifts to try to take his turn back.
Ooh,
catches
got
him.
caught. Try to press the 2B.
All right, sets up the neutral option. Oh, messes it up. Yeah, try to press the button, try to take his turn back. Wake up DP.
He embraces the scramble.
All right,
just
camera
DPs
ready.
out of it. Full clip of purple bullets. Now you got to be careful, my man.
That's plus. Okay. Ooh, wow. It's just a 5A.
He
Check
just
him.
kept swinging with it.
He's not super. Not going to kill just yet.
Oh, put him on the magic pixel.
Yeah,
200
just that
meter.
throw.
Okay, I guess we
When
got
you're playing a
another round.
pixie character like Seth, man, that run throw is so fast. You got to be on point to tech those.
Yeah, and Magnus has shown that's probably been the weakest part of his game so far. He's definitely getting thrown by Duessa a lot.
Yeah, there's the unblock.
Oh, damn.
DP's
Nothing
out.
about that.
Yeah, Magnus just walking up.
That little bit of
Stealing that
change
grid.
shift. Yeah, did win him the grid. Change shift to get out. Just pressing buttons back. I like that.
Yep, got to break that orb, man.
Yeah, the second hit of that.
That's mad plus, my man. All right, Veil's off.
Wow.
Ooh, okay. Not going to kill just yet.
Duessa taking his turn back with it. Magnus
Wow.
got one more. He just keeps pressing the buttons. No
Yeah, and he
fear.
gets the side switch combo. That's not an easy combo, my man. A lot of the things that Eltnum does. Change shifts. Oh, scary, scary. What's Magnus going to do in this situation? He is winning grid right now, but Duessa,
Shift.
this is actually a pretty even match still.
That's plus. Oh, but he risked it. He was like, I'm going to try to press the button. All I need is a trade, and Duessa puts himself on the board.
So whenever you shield that 5cc, it makes it much less negative.
Yeah.
Or much less plus than it's originally intended. I think, what was it, 5cc is only, what, +1, +2?
Yeah, it's like in the very low plus frame range.
Yeah, so if you shield it, you know, you kind of take your turn back a little bit. Especially with Seth's buttons, man. Those things are so fast. His 2B and his 5B, 7 frames. Or his 5B, 7 frames. I don't remember the frames on his 2B.
Yeah,
I think
so-
it's crazy.
Something like that.
Oh, gets hit by the overhead. No shield break, those. Got a little lucky.
Yeah, definitely not as bad as it's been in the past. Magnus, long distance into there. Oh my
again.
goodness, I love that from Duessa.
Yeah, Duessa has caught him just putting out bad buttons in those ranges and jumping over him.
He's been willing to risk the jumps. We've seen him punish the 5C, punish the gun, and now he gets the grid break on the shield.
Yeah, Magnus got a little antsy right there. He was trying to steal that grid back, and Duessa recognizing it.
Yeah, put him back in the corner with it too. Magnus, no grid to his name either.
Oh wow, the trade bringing up for Duessa. Now Duessa 1 round away from taking the game and sending Magnus to the losers bracket.
And he's been risking that 5C. You see Duessa take it to the skies again, looking for the punish.
Duessa with a considerable lead on the grid.
Yeah, Magnus has been pretty eager to press these long buttons in that range. Duessa has been consistently jumping over. Ooh, reversal.
Yeah, he recognizes that Duessa likes to go for that delay cancel into the 623B, and that button is negative.
Yeah.
Just get hit by the empty low.
We'll try to charge up that one.
Yeah, very nice. That 6XP is inherently negative.
Turn back, both players with 200 meter. That throw again for Dues has been working out in spades. Catches him, trying to mash.
Looking really good for Duesta right now.
Magnus, you got one more chance, my friend.
Yeah, but it's not looking good. Duesta has the chain shift.
Oh, he got out. Switched out with the dive kick as well, but
And that's
CS
gonna be
gets
it.
the overhead. Duesta bouncing back from that first L and taking it 2-1 over Magnus.
The revenge from Red Bull. Very good from Duesta, man.
And it really started like we were going to see a repeat of the Red Bull performance, right? Where Magnus was going to take the W and
back to
move
the
on in
Commentators.
winners. But Duesta bouncing back. He really caught on to the habits of Magnus, right?
Yeah, no, he was using that overhead a lot in a lot of situations in Duesta. You know, I don't think Magnus was
All right, ads on standby,
expecting
fellas.
him to just mash that chain shift, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
But you can OS it, just hold down that 2 if you're in a true block string, and if they do something with a gap in it, boom,
That's
there
all
you
right,
go.
Magnus. I know you're just securing the buffs for Elnum and Uniclair. Good job, my man. But of course, what would we be here at Frosty Faustings without our lovely sponsors? So why don't we give a shout out to them right now. First up, starting with, of course, Uniclair itself. Well, it's actually UNIS. You get the limited. Oh, no, it is Uniclair.
It
My
is
bad.
Uniclair, yeah.
Limited collector's edition coming out. You already know it's going to be the enhanced game for the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. So if you're trying to practice on the go, make sure to pick up a mobile copy as well in the pre-order now because it's available pretty soon, my man. It's going to
Yeah,
be
man.
February 20th.
And of course, we got to use that coupon code Frosty for all the AXL merch. Shouts out to AXL, man. They got some crazy looking merch going on.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, and I love these people on the left. You already know I'm a big Critical Role fan. They're going to be at C2E2 here, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. Make sure to stop by if you're in town or if you're in the area on February 28th through March 1st. I always hear great things about C2E2, so make sure you put it on your calendar.
Yeah, man, and you know, speaking of hearing great things, you know, the Chicago Tekken scene, absolutely ridiculous. Some of the most prominent members, personalities in the Chicago Tekken community.
I'm a big fan of the Miguel with the Chicago Tekken right there. I like to think that's my lord. Arcade Candy Collective.bigcartel.com. You can save 10% off whatever you want, enamel pins and keychain combos, especially by using the code FFCandy. It's, again, valid through the 25th of this month, so make sure you get busy and boogie.
And of course, you know, shouts out to the Ready Games. You can compete in mini games to win cash prizes. I know you guys love money. I know I do. Use the secret code Frosty to access an exclusive game for $300.
Oh, and why aren't you playing Skullgirls if you're not? It's got GGPO, it's got a mobile version, it's on PC, it's on every console, it's on the Sega Genesis. Go pick up Skullgirls right now because it's got great netcode and it's a fantastic fighting game made by the members of the community.
And, you know, speaking of members of the community, if you want to get some of the old school arcade cabs, you got a Street Fighter II X Replicade 1/6 scale mini arcade machine. We actually have one over here in Frosty, and I was playing on it a little bit earlier. Pick yours up just for $99.99 and also save $20.
I like the
Coming back
S
to
scene
you
at
guys.
Frosty Faustings. I like that little ad right
Oh, yeah.
there.
All right, take us out the videos.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back with more UNIS action. Stick around because we ain't going nowhere.
Roll it. Clear, guys. Just 2 videos. All right, how much left on this one?
right, I told y'all we ain't going nowhere. We're already back with more UNIS Top 48 action against Fringe. It's nobody EXE. We already seen, you know, one Elden player, but this you said is your favorite UNIS player. All right, it is a UNIS player.
Literally my favorite UNIS player.
Exactly.
But he's also an Outland player, and you might have seen him at the Red Bull event. He actually knocked the Magnets out of the tournament.
Yeah, he did. I forgot which event it was, but he most definitely beat him in the mirror match.
Yeah, no, this, I don't know what the track record is between those two, but you know what, UNIS player, also one of the best Outland players in the United States.
100%. And he's got a couple of characters under his belt, but we are seeing the main squeeze, the main chicken coming out for Havard.
Yes.
Going with the Akatsuki.
Now, Havard is definitely from the Chicago scene as well, but I don't know how well-versed he is in a high-level Outland such as UNIS player.
He was testing him real early with that, going with the Assault C and then the throw afterwards. Good tech, though.
Yeah, you can see UNIS player, just a very patient playstyle, and Havard ended up winning that that little grid war right there, spending it to just get a little extra damage, but you know what, UNIS player, great breaks him, and has him in the corner now. This is where it gets really scary, because his stagger pressure is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, damn. And yeah, he just goes for the on-hit reset right there, right? Overhead city.
Look at how much damage Elman does. And he's dead.
Good. The calculation on that from UNIS player was super impressive, actually, because he did go for the on-hit reset. That's not how the combo starts. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's big.
That's the classic right there. The delayed 3C gets the counter hit on it. So full purple clip coming in. Oh, no! Cut my life into pieces.
And that is UNIS player.
Please connect the wireless controller numero uno. Damn, you were giving him the hands too, bruh.
That is unfortunate. I wonder what's the ruling on that actually.
You were giving him the hands, the garrote, the guns, everything. I have no idea what the ruling is.
Does he end up losing this round?
I'll tell you what, if I'm the Akatsuki, you're definitely done with the round, buddy. That round's mine now.
It's like, please give me that round.
That round's mine now.
You can see the look of fear in Havard's eyes, honestly. Like, he's like, man, I got kind of messed up. Oh, thank God.
My man called in a favor, cast a divine intervention, and rolled below his level. He was like, let me get a disconnect real quick.
Is he going to be a nice guy? He's going to just say, let's just play it out.
Hell no, it's top 48. Ain't no nice that he's here. He might, though. Can't speak for him, of course.
All right, he's going to play it out. He's going to play it out. He's too nice of a guy, man.
He's definitely too nice.
He shouldn't be an Akatsuki player, man. If you're that nice, you should not be a Akatsuki player. All right, gets the side switch.
All right. Maybe he knew. Maybe he knew this was all in the part of the plan. Got him in the exact position he wanted. He was able to switch sides and put Eldon in the corner. The hesitation, the stagger pressure opens him up.
Oh, he saw the two-way come out, but no reversal from UNIS player.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the attempt was, but either way, he's paying for it.
Next hit, we'll take it. Oh, there it is. You gotta feel kind of sorry for UNIS player right here, man. He's a little bit shaken up from that disconnect.
It definitely seems that way, right? It took the momentum all out of his sails. Ooh, that was wild.
Yeah, both these players just kind of hesitant to really press a button in that situation.
Yeah, but you know, Elnums are rarely hesitant to press that 2B. It's so good, man. Quick, far ranging, leads to a lot of damage as you can see here.
I mean, one of the better starters for as well.
Yeah.
Put it back on the ground.
A little spicy.
Reload.
Dive kick.
Oh no, that was a bad shield right there.
Yeah. 2B right into the 2C. Havard was shielding, standing up, and you never want to do that against Elnum.
Yeah, chug that Red Bull. Wake yourself up. You do not want to shield in those scenarios, especially a standing shield against Elnum. You know, standing shield's probably one of the scarier things to do against Elnum.
Yeah, she has the overhead right, of course, but man, yeah, unless you see an assault come out, I definitely think that standing with the shield is a dangerous maneuver because she has those deadly low options from long range, right? Like the 2B, what we said before. Actually, I'm not sure if that's a low, but I know the 2C is.
2B is low, 2A is low,
right?
2C is low.
Damn.
She's got
all
the
shits
lows.
Okay.
If she's crouching, it's a low.
That's right.
And it's really scary to like just stand shield against the character with a low 2A. That's mashable. All right, I like the patience from Havard. Just trying to win this grid.
Yeah, he's been shielding like the first hit of the 2C instead of the second hit. I'm not sure how that affects the frames. I guess
you always want to shield the latest parts of the string, right?
Yeah.
Ooh! Try to go for the reversal, and it still ends up working out. Oh no!
Oh, that's a big punish.
Never want to do that, especially with Akatsuki, man. That thing is so negative.
And we got the side switch, another 4K damage and a hard knockdown for your trouble.
Oh, baits it out.
Baits it out perfectly. You know,
that's a dead character right there.
As the elbow. Oh no! He did drop it, tries with a shield attempt, a little bit ambitious. Oh, this whole A, but he had no more chain shift. Can he cancel it into anything of the side switch? Can you make the comeback happen, Akatsuki, on the Magic Pixel?
All right, 5A. Delay 5As.
He baited out his DP, but Havard not answering in kind.
Honestly, that was one of the scariest DPs I've ever seen.
He could have died if it got blocked.
He was definitely going to die.
Him again.
That was an A DP right there. That was not invincible.
Yeah. He didn't have CS to cancel it either. My man's
he had the meter. He had the meter.
He did have the meter, that's true.
Okay.
Reloaded again, almost full clip with the Purple City.
Shooting. All right.
Mention that 16B. Negative.
I always forget how fast that 5AA is when she has Vorpal.
So quick.
And that's a dead character right there. And Havard getting knocked into the loser's bracket from UNIS player.
Good stuff indeed. UNIS player showing out with the Elnum as per usual. You mentioned before, you might be familiar with him from some of the many UNIS tournaments, and of course was on the Red Bull Conquest series, putting hands on people over there as well. He got like top 3 at a couple of the events for the Red Bull Conquest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he actually ended up winning one, but he kept magnets, as you mentioned before, and just in general really showed impressive performances throughout that series.
I feel like that's the storyline for Magnus, right? He wins the tournament, everybody's hyping him up, everybody's like,
Definitely.
my favorite Outnum player, you know, my favorite Outnum player. And then, you know, he hasn't grasped victory in a very long time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But speaking of grasping victory, we got Waldstein coming back up.
Okay.
With the player that you might know and love, BXA's very own Argan Ross.
Oh, yes.
And he's going to be up against JCT. And you may know him as well. Look at that.
JCT going up against Argan Ross. I am familiar with Argan Ross. JCT is escaping me at the moment, though.
JCT is part of the UNIS scene over in Canada.
Okay.
And if you know, Canada, very well known for their Hilda players.
I see.
And Argan Ross absolutely hates this matchup. And I don't blame him. He's playing Waldstein.
Yeah. Definitely not a good look up against the Hilda.
Okay, so I love Argan Ross. He holds a very dear place in my heart.
Okay.
But for all the wrong reasons. He gets so angry. Very, very angry.
Okay. I can get behind that.
At Hilda players.
Oh, just at Hilda players?
Just at Hilda players.
Okay. Well,
he actually ended up learning Agordo for this matchup as well.
Ooh, interesting. So do you think that's a possibility if he loses the first game here?
I could see it. I could see it happening. It depends on how the first match actually ends up, I feel.
All right, Argan Ross going to test his might. First with the Waldstein going up against this Hilda. Because we mentioned before, right, like Waldstein's pluses on a big range on his normals, but Hilda can even outrange him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's got a lot of quick buttons at that range as well. My man is going to be struggling.
I mean, at round start, though, it's really difficult to deal with Waldstein's dash beat. That button is very, very difficult to deal with.
That's why you saw JCT show so much respect at the round
Oh,
start. Right?
there it is. The assault jump seat charge into the grid break 360.
Wow, this is a great start for Argan Ross from the windows to the wall.
Now, this is where it gets a little bit scary.
Ooh, nice anti-air, though. Yeah, right. As we mentioned before, whenever Hilda gets put in the corner, she can get bullied. Reversal options are not great. We saw before.
Nice reversal. Recognize that the only thing that Hilda can do after that 2CC is special cancel.
Man, Waldstein's throws are so over the top. I love it.
Now Waltzing does have the chain shift, and there it is.
The body splash. CS afterwards, get the most out of it. Oh,
Slam.
It's alive barely. Now JCT cannot afford even a trade, nothing like that.
Taking the plus. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's shielded. Point
Yeah,
blank.
there it is. 6-6B. That move is fast.
Every time JCT trying to flinch, getting hit with it.
Very nice.
Put out the orb once more.
Oh, doesn't block the overhead this time. He was doing really good on blocking that 50-50 so far, but you can't block them all.
That was such a late overhead, too. Oh,
Yet again.
God damn. All right, set up shot. We got orbs coming in high and heavy. Oh, and the low this time.
This is definitely a Hilda round, man. This is a Hilda round.
Running the Oki.
You know, Argan Ross definitely not looking too bad.
Definitely not, definitely not. It was just, as you mentioned, a Hilda round, right? It's just one of those
Shields it. Great blocks.
Is it in his favor right now? He was getting pushed to that corner.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, and gets the pickup.
With all that blocking, he's got a whole lot of grit.
Into the corner. How is JCT gonna escape the situation? Throwing the rocks. Ooh, wow!
Oh, yeah, he shielded and then came back with that. That was beautiful.
All right, sets it up. The late overhead, yep.
He is mixing his stuff.
All right, sets up the no orb again. He's going to end up losing the grid right here.
100%, man. So much grit on the side of the wall. Argan Ross as well. Chain
Yep.
shifts early, catches him out the sky.
Slam. Just mix up. Nice.
Shielded as well, but gets supered.
Now,
Long
JCT
distance.
is going to end up winning the grid war right there.
Yeah.
So, one more chance. Oh, big! He's not going to be dead just yet. 20 seconds left on that clock.
Got 200 meter though. Not gonna use any yet, just using the late overhead again.
Now, if you are JCT, do you spend the butter?
I'm down, son. I'm definitely down.
Yeah, you just got to keep him out. Keep him out. Keep him out. That's all you got to do. You're Hilda. Just keep chipping away. Yeah, 1 second left.
Man. Man. And yeah, I got hit, but it was at the 0 second mark, so no damage on it. Look.
Hey, man, if I was Argan Ross, I'd be salty about that, too. Are you serious? These damn Canadian Hilda players.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. I don't like playing against Hilda either.
He's thinking. He's thinking it.
Luckily for me, I don't play Wallstein, though, so I'm not in as much of a struggle.
All right, here's the Gordo.
I hear some of the crowd was calling for it, too. And they popped at the Gordo pick.
You see the eye roll from Argan Ross right there?
He's like, I really got to do this. I just want to play Wallstein, man.
I don't blame him. That's your main character. Now, I play this matchup a lot. We got Royal Heart in my scene, and let me tell you, this matchup is really good for Gordo.
Okay.
But
It's winnable for Hilda, of course.
it's an uphill battle for Hilda, but if she controls the pace of the match, it's really real difficult because Gordo's mix-up inherently relies on the opponent being scared.
I see, yeah. And he really, I think grid would be a good thing to have too on his side, right? So he can
there's
get
that grid.
scratch.
Enhanced Scratch and, of course, Grim Reaper chain shift.
Oh,
You just want to
buddy.
make Hilda block. That's all you want to do.
All right, and yeah.
The crowd's getting a little bit degenerate right
Yeah,
here.
they are popping for the Gordo. They're happy here. Oh, the Veilup's not punished, though. Oh,
It's
man.
unfortunate because Gordo's buttons are pretty slow. He has a 6-framer 5A.
Put this man back when you control
Oh, messes
now.
up.
Okay.
Grim Reaper.
Oh, caught him jumping. Smart City now. Oh,
Face the
yes.
grid. Oh, he's spooked.
Man, what you finna do? What you finna do with this
Dive
Gordo in the
kick.
corner?
Okay.
Wow.
Gets himself out of the corner. Still has a life lead. Nice block. Argan Ross has the grid advantage.
Oh, yes. Best believe.
Nice blocks. Oh!
Ooh, good blocks again. Only 2 seconds on the clock. You gotta do something, my man. Oh!
Time up.
JCT. By the skin of his teeth right there. Yeah,
Ooh.
bring him close.
Yeah, that super is very plus still.
Oh,
Nice
trying to go
block.
for the overhead. Good block indeed. Shielding afterwards.
Nice. Dive kicks out of the corner. trying to advance forward. Oh my goodness, the
Lord.
very, very far overhead, man.
Distance, bro. Steph Curry with the overheads.
All right, nice
nice
block. Ooh, getting caught low. He's gonna win the grid. Oh man, getting caught though. Expecting JCT to respect him since he has the chain shift.
Now doesn't need it for a reversal super now as well. I'll be looking out for a great block in the low.
Yeah, there's that Grim Reaper. JCT does have the wake up chain shift in his arsenal. Oh no, messed up. Got a 2C instead of a 3C. And that's very not good for Gordo.
Oh, going straight through it though. The high counter works out.
And he's got the life advantage now too.
Oh, and he got the grid back in the end. Blocks the veil. I'm still no punish.
You hate to see this game kind of thing happen.
Yeah, man, the CS. Oh my goodness, he is risking the shields too. Shielding afterwards,
nice.
catches him out the sky. Argan Ross doesn't finish the job. JCT able to come back, grab
gravity
so
squeeze.
much grid.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been sick. Gravity squeeze would have
Oh,
been sick.
I am so angry. Look at the disappointment on Argan Ross's face.
Oh, damn.
He knew that was his round. He knew that was his round.
Oh, yeah. That was legit one of the hardest eye rolls I've ever seen at a fighting tournament.
love Argan Ross because he is the most emotional player, and you can see it on his face. Like it's just.
I'm always a big fan of the players that wear their emotions on their sleeves, man. You can see Argan Ross right there, so perturbed by the Hilda. I can't blame him.
She's frustrating to play against.
And it's unfortunate because you can see he's played Gordo enough to know what to do in the matchup, but it just didn't come together when it came to the veil off punishes. Those were really the things that cost him. And you mentioned Gordo's buttons being a little bit too slow. Was it that? Could he have reacted a little bit faster?
So he was playing very conservatively.
Definitely.
And honestly, that one combo drop at the end right there honestly cost him because it reset that neutral position where Hilda wants to be in.
Man.
Once you get into Hilda's face, especially with Gordo, you need to stick on her. You take these plus frames, take those plus frames over and over and over and over again.
Man.
But up next, we're going to see Elion back up on the screen with the Line player, and he's going to be against Daddy Pingu.
Daddy Pingu.
All the way from the West Coast. One of my
word?
favorite Batista X Hilda players.
Oh, okay.
Loves
so
his owners.
He's moved on to the Batista. Yeah, similar archetype though, right? Definitely going to keep you at bay for the projectiles.
Make you block.
Yeah.
Make you block at a range.
So we're going to see it up. And you mentioned before, none of the players are on stage at the moment, so y'all just chilling with me and nobody here. Thank you again for joining us on RS Blackrose for the 12th iteration of Frosty Faustings, always one of the premier tournaments in the States. Oh, it looks like we got a bathroom break from both players, which understandable, best believe. It's tournament conditions. You got to make sure that you're ready when it comes to top 48, especially because this is delving into the losers bracket, right? Your life is on the line here.
So, I, for one, love to play under pressure.
Okay.
I've definitely played tournament matches where I'm like, man, I need to hit the pisser so bad. I gotta go, and I gotta win fast.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I got second place in Texas Showdown that day.
Okay.
It was great. It was a good time.
And it was because you
It was
had to
because
hold the bladder?
I was like, man, I need to pee real bad.
Okay, so one of the times I needed to pee real bad, it was the first time I was ever on Team Spooky, bro. Like, as a commentator.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I don't care. I'm on Team Spooky for the first time. I cannot blow this opportunity. I was with somebody important, too. I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I had to do the Obama strat, putting the water bottle under the table, piss in the water bottle, close it up, toss it to the TO. Yeah, it was a rough time, but we made it through. We made it through.
Hey,
This
man,
white
I respect
double
that TO.
popcorn.
You know, shouts out to the TOs, especially at Frosty Faustings. We had somebody work so hard, they actually ended up fainting.
That's wild, bro.
That's crazy. Stay hydrated.
Definitely stay
You know,
hydrated.
especially in these conditions. We had a snowstorm yesterday, man. It's dry as hell
That's
over here.
bro.
In a snowstorm.
Last year, there was snow. It wasn't like this year, though. This year, there's
Honestly,
too
I
much.
feel like there are so many Frosty Faustings. It wouldn't be a Frosty Faustings without a snowstorm.
Yeah, that's fair, bro. That's fair. Last year, we had the setup, the Will English setup was right by the doors.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
you had to do commentary over there, but people were just going in and out, so you were just getting the wind right in your face while you're trying to call matches. It was quite an exhilarating experience. I
And
won't lie.
honestly, if you guys have not been out to a Frosty Faustings, we have come so far. You know, honestly, I remember my first Frosty Faustings. It was Frosty Faustings VI, and I was a streamer back then.
Oh, shit.
We were in
I see you.
our local venue, Game Puzzle. The floors were sticky. We got wooden tables for the setups. You know, Elven Shadow was inebriated ×3 and running a fever.
That place had a full bar, too.
And there was a full bar in the venue. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's
But
wild, bro.
then
Midwest.
we upgraded. Then we kept upgrading. But we kept the same tight-knit experience.
Yeah, I definitely think it's one of the best vibes, and I think everybody's kind of getting that feeling. The word of mouth for this tournament has been super good. That's why Frosty Faustings in its 12th iteration has grown to be like the 4th largest major in the United States. It's a major that everybody wants to come to, and it started out as a very anime-centric tournament, and it still is, right? But you get a lot of entrants for games like Tekken and Street Fighter and beyond, right? Dragon Ball.
I mean, I don't blame them, man.
Yeah.
The Midwest Tekken scene, absolutely ridiculous. Those guys love their game.
Yeah, absolutely. Midwest just in general has put themselves on the map for quite some time now, and they are throwing the best tournaments in the States, bar none. So you got nothing but props from me, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to, you know, Michael Hionas. Shouts out to Elven Shadow Mike. Shouts out to Rick, man. The Hotto.
Of course.
And speaking of the Hotto, you know, the Combo Breaker's just around the corner.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. I saw him here. He stopped by for a quick minute. He had the luxurious hair going on.
Of course. You know, also, he has a child now. He is a father. Can you believe it?
Family man, the Hado, man. That kid's going to be amazing, I'm sure. That dude is a role model, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely one of the most kind-hearted people I've ever met.
For sure, man.
And we got the Batista on the screen.
Yeah, my man's getting a preview of his day as Batista is throwing out the orbs, the projectiles. Gonna have a preview of this obstacle course he's gonna have to run. I love so many of the colors in this game too. Lene.
Yo, the colors in this game are absolutely OD.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's hard to find a color that you don't like.
Yeah. The burgundy hoodie, that it goes hard.
That's what you're about?
I
The
am.
burgundy hoodie and the stocking? Now, we got the minefield set up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I know a little bit about Batista, but I don't know what the hell's going on when she's putting these projectiles out.
So, when Batista puts out a projectile, right? These crystals?
Yes.
Whatever hitbox that collides with it will set off an explosion. Depending on the distance, it is mad plus.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely ridiculous. And there are a lot of setups where she'll just put you in the corner, set up a crystal, boom, set out another crystal, boom, set out another crystal, boom.
Damn, yeah, I was gonna say, like, being in the corner and just having a crystal placed on top of you seems like the worst thing in the world.
And, you know, not to take away from the character, you know, she is mad annoying to play against. She is very, very, very difficult to deal with.
Okay.
Okay? But the execution barrier that is required to play her is definitely very high. You know, she is a charge character. She needs to charge. You know, being an anime game, you would be like, okay, you don't need to charge that long, right?
Yeah.
But we got some Street Fighter charges going on. You actually have to charge with a full-on 60 frames, basically.
Oh, so I can respect that then for sure. I love the execution-based character. So
I'll try to go for the side switch, but, you know, not working out.
Yeah, he ended up getting it, but like not the way he wanted it, right? So he can't really press his offense after.
There's that insurance, once again. Yep, shield. Can't shield all of it.
Damn.
Yeah, Pingu recognizing that Elian was just trying to change shift, but he recognized that he was not holding just down, he was holding down back. Getting a lot of those green shields, and you know, just, you see those green shields, you better take your chance and you better throw them.
Exactly. That means the grid break. They got to take your offense. No assaults available.
And, you know, as Line losing an assault, that's really difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, she's still a fast character in every regard, but look, how are you going to get past an active hitbox that covers the entire screen?
Yeah, Batista and Daddy Pingu just taking to the clinic right now. Oh my goodness, the explosions.
Or try to press a button. Hey, you got to block, man.
My man is definitely just scrambling for his life.
Oh, here we go. Crystal. All right, taking the plus frames back. That super is like +3. That's a scary situation when Batista.
Woo! Oh, man. Put out the crystal and then just flash kicked him for good measure.
Yeah, whenever Batista. So, like a lot of zoners in this game, it's very hard to win vorpal situations with zoners.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you're zoning all the time, you're just giving your opponent grid. And then that's what they want, you know? Like, that's how you deal with zoners in this game. You win the grid, you go in, you take your plus frames, you take your turn back, etc., etc.
So now trying to pull you into the corner. Nice escape there, the jump and then the assault out. Oh, got hit by the very end of that. The crystal, my man has not figured out what to do on wake up.
You just block.
Yeah, I know, but he has to figure
There's
that
a
out.
crystal in front of you, man. You have to block. All right, sets out the big orb. All right, jumps right over it. That is negative. Elian steals that grid back, but doesn't care. Pingu just does not care. He's zoning. He's setting up the minefield. Zoning.
Oh, got up
Walked
over it.
backward. Yep, he walked backward.
There we go.
Oh, no.
That is not good at all. On the flash kick, no matter what side you on.
How do you approach a girl that is holding down back?
Yeah, for real, yo. Put the crystals out as well. Got the flash in case you want to get real frisky about it. Batista, oh yeah, give me that grid too.
Oh, yeah. Try to go for the all-in right there, and Elian just couldn't find his way past Pingu.
My man did not know what to do up against the Batista. It's all right, it's all right. So good stuff to Daddy Pingu. Definitely looking prim and proper when it came to keeping his opponent out, always with the crystals on the screen. It looked like you definitely had all his charge stuff on point.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, if you've been playing Batista for this long,
That's fair, that's fair.
it's a given, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I remember the first time when I first started playing Under Night, right? It was the last innovation. It was the Under Night In-Birth EXE.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I was playing Batista, and I was like, man, this character is mad fun. I'm just gonna zone. I'm just gonna zone. You know, I got a flash kick. I got good buttons. I don't have many lows, but you know, I don't really need it. I did this overhead.
Yeah.
And then I realized, man, this character is giving me carpal tunnel. Legit, I got carpal tunnel playing that character. And then it was Frosty Faustings XII.
7, okay. The year after you attended your first Frosty Faustings.
Yes. I saw the topmost level of Batista,
Okay.
namely Lolly Micah
Okay.
from the West Coast, over in NorCal.
Yes.
Trains with, you know, Brett, 2Gig, all those guys, Tari,
I'm
all those
familiar.
guys. This guy was pulling out some charge partitions that were absolutely ridiculous. This dude dropped a crouching crystal and then went into an instant overhead. I'm like, I can never do that. And that's when I dropped the character. That's when I dropped the character. I was like, I will never reach that level.
Bro, that's definitely something that will happen in fighting games. You will see someone do something with your character that you're like, to do that, I'm going to have to dedicate the entirety of my life to do that. That's how I felt about Brian and Tekken. I was like, I'm not going to do no taunt jet uppers on these people in Red.
Hey,
I'm not going to do that.
I tried to play Tekken, tried to play Brian as well, and
Okay,
I
so
was
you
like,
know.
I'm gonna do taunt jet upper. I'm gonna prove that I have the execution to do this. I do not have the execution. to do
Yeah, I
this.
was like, I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch. That's pretty sick, though. I'm just glad that fighting games give you that opportunity, right? Give people that like leeway to really flex the different parts of themselves that are strong, whether it be execution or reading your opponent or something like that. I think that is one of the biggest appeals of fighting games for their players.
I mean, like, talking about execution, we got Magnus back up on the stage, and he's going to be up against Mika.
Oh, my goodness.
We got some XDs up in the crowd probably going on.
Oh, man.
But Mika, we saw her, a lot of her, right?
Yes.
You know, Mika's definitely considered not the strongest character. But she had a
get
strong
scooped.
showing at EVO.
Yeah.
She made top 8, baby, in one of the hardest tournaments in the entire world.
Yeah, I think UNIS, you know, as a system, and when it comes to the game mechanics, the player can make up for the character not being as strong as some of these others. And perfect bait on the DP, high counter. What a start for the Mika coming out with Aki.
Honestly, I think what Magnus is doing right now is gathering information.
Yeah, definitely. That's always a popular strat, right? Round one, see what your opponent's about, especially up against a Mika, and he tests the cross-up real quick.
All right.
And passes it with flying colors.
We'll see what adjustments Magnus is going to make in this the second round. Jumping back, ooh, catching him with the Garrote, the 2C.
Yeah, he didn't even
Lay
spin
throw.
either.
Oh, he's just playing the range game at this point. He's playing quickly. Yep. Now that super is actually really ridiculous for Mika, right? It can actually cross through.
Damn. He was looking like Gran Torino flying across the screen.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the classic. Talked about it.
Oh, no. I was just hyping up his execution, man.
You were. And he does have clean execution, and that's not a hard thing to execute either. That was a really weird drop.
Yeah, very nice block from Magnus right there. When Mika does that cannon into the air, she can't cross through.
Yeah, she has all kinds of nasty stuff that if you're unfamiliar with it, it's going to expose you real quick.
Oh, yeah. Round start 2-3-6A. The Elnum Classic. Run up 2C, catching Aki yet again. You know, Magnus is getting a lot of mileage from that 2C.
He has been. For sure.
6-6C and reload. Look at how much.
Whoa! Just chucked him out of the overhead attempt. Aki putting it all on the table.
Oh, there it is. This is going to be big damage. That's a chain shift. Boom.
God damn!
Hey, Mika with chain shift, and if she starts that combo off with that super, that's mad damage. Look at that, 4.7K right there.
Look at her arms, of course. You got the high counter off the chain shift DP. Should have dabbed and tried to take his turn back, though respected it.
Aki's just trying to win this grid war. Gonna win.
Smart, very smart.
No change.
Yeah, stay back in the front.
I like the patience from Magnus, realizing that Aki does have the Vorpal. Yep.
Ooh, jumped out, but he got punished anyway. Has the meter on deck. This is going to be 1-0 for Aki.
Yeah, Magnus tried to OS right there, and Aki, I don't know if he was trying to call it out or anything, but it worked out in his favor.
Great stuff indeed. His defense was looking pretty decent as well, but the relentlessness of Aki's Mika paying off in the end.
Looks like Magnus is going to take a small breather, going to reset the mental.
Yeah,
Aki looking a little happy right here. You don't want to see your opponent happy.
Especially a Mika player, bro. They're going to start feeling themselves. They're going to pull out some wild stuff.
I mean, Aki's been doing some pretty scary stuff going on.
Yeah, already. I mean, that's without the confidence boost of getting that first W.
All right, perfect reload, just getting the enhanced boards. Blocks it. Oh, wow. He just stuck out a 5B?
And it worked.
Dog, that was 2-2B. That thing's like +5.
It is. It's plus frames for days. Magnus, though, I guess he really went with a greedy option to get counter poked at that point.
Yeah, he wanted to get up close to Aki to reset his pressure strings. And another very, very brave buttons from Aki. I think he's just got a very good read on Magnus at this point.
Yeah, he even tried to bait out the DP right there, baits out the chain shift instead. So much grit on his side. Oh my goodness. Such patience. I love how he's switching up the style, the pace. Oh my goodness. Straight through the gunshot. Put that clip away, my friend. Grit still on Aki's side as well. Chain shift, and you ain't going nowhere. Catches the low. And now it is match point for Aki here in top 48.
Magnus not looking too hot right now.
This
but
is loser side too.
We gotta see some adjustments, man. I know there are a lot of Magna fanboys in the chat going on right now. But of course, you know, we got the Mika army still.
Most definitely, yeah.
Oh, that's a green shield. Catches the back that 5BB.
He really does have a read on Magnus, son.
And he's got the grid.
Oh my God. Countering the dive kick. Hit him landing too.
Not looking good, Magnus. Wow, wake up 5A.
He's frustrated, bro. Oh, it ain't working out. Yeah, he's frustrated.
He's got the grid. Yep, this is big damage.
It's time to capitalize.
2B, 2B. Reload.
Purple City bullets, all good block on the overhead.
All right, I like what Magnus did right there. He realized he was negative in that situation. Oh no! And that's gonna be Magnus's tournament life over.
Man.
One day, Magnus, one day.
Yeah, and I really feel like the frustration got to him. You can see at the end, he went with the 2-2B, right, where we talked about mad plus frames, but he was too far for the throw. That's one of the things about it, is that you're
I don't think
far.
he got the full dash that he wanted. He got like a little step into that throw, and that happens.
Yeah, so Aki took full advantage of that misstep, and I mean, just completely ran him over, honestly. That Mika had the momentum for the beginning and didn't take his foot off the pedal. Well done. He'll be moving on and loses bracket. And yeah, that means no more tournament for Magnus.
Yeah, man. It's hard. You know, Magnus has been having a little bit of a rough season going on. You know, got some personal stuff going on. A lot of, like, you know, I think he made a Twitter post about this not too long ago where he hasn't been really keeping up with the game as much as he would like to. But up next, of course, we saw him before. We have BXA's very own Argan Ross coming off a very salty loss from JCT. Yeah. But he's going to be going against Casual Breloom.
Breloom. Didn't we see him earlier too?
I believe this is the first time we're going to see him on stage.
Okay. I feel like I saw his name. Maybe it was in the lineup and didn't come to fruition. But he is here now. Argan Ross has shown up again. And my man, with the hardest eye roll in all of fighting games last time, had to deal with a Hilda. We'll see if Casual Breloom presents such a troubling opponent as well.
Dude, every time I see Argan Ross on stage, he just looks pissed. I just want to see him smile. Oh, okay, there we go.
The lips curled up a little bit. Lips curled up a little bit.
It's probably the camera angle.
Oh,
you know,
man. I don't know how this matchup is, but he's got to deal with another zoner.
Okay, so this matchup, still pretty hard.
Okay.
But Waltz can actually swat away the fireballs.
Oh,
so,
all right.
You know, that's his unique trait as a character. His hands swat away projectiles.
Okay. So that's not as bad. Yeah, Hilda would definitely be more of a nuisance if that's the case.
Yep. Because those are not projectiles, my man. Those are straight physical hits.
Yeah.
Is that just that crystal?
Oh, we see the grid. Oh my goodness. Tried to advance or ended up getting clipped by the jump.
Into the corner we go. Oh no, he just got him for the side switch. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, side switch at the end there. High counter with the flash kick. Get off me. Ooh. Damn.
Slap, slap.
You ain't going nowhere.
Batista does have the change shift. There it is. Yeah. Oh, wow. He actually stuck at a button, but for whatever reason, I think it was a little bit too far away. Batista's just grabbing that hurt box.
That was interesting. Oh, the back step.
Wow, actually catching his jump.
Oh,
Yellow throw. That's not looking good for Argan Ross.
Yeah.
If you don't tech that throw, it's saying something. You're sleeping.
Yeah, of course, the gold throw, extended tech window. Oh, flash kick again.
Yeah, it didn't cancel.
Yeah, he's
It's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
See, this man can't move.
He's trying to play a nice attention, but he don't want to eat a laser. Okay, finally gets in range. He's trying to make something happen. Cancel the change. Oh, don't you
10
do that to
seconds
me.
left on the clock.
Man, and this throw takes so long. I just want to eat another one. I was going to say, oh, but that's the quick one. God damn.
Look at Argan Ross. Oh, he's smiling.
Oh.
Guys, we got to smile.
I'll smile after that, too.
Slap. Yep. Oh, messes up the combo, but it's okay. He's got the life lead.
Batista, life deficit here, right? But he's still just going to play his game. Projectiles all day.
Yeah, it's very difficult for Waldstein to approach Batista, especially from full screen, because of the laser and the fireballs.
Yeah, Argan Ross is doing a good job picking his spots carefully, not getting too antsy about it.
Yep, the back dash, getting hit by a fireball.
Swipe at him. Oh, counter hit for Casual Breloom, though.
Could be good damage. Into a knockdown situation. Set the crystal out. Oh no, he set a double crystal.
He's gonna pay for it. Oh, goes to the corner as well after that throw.
Okay, yeah, that's a punish. Oh no. It's okay though, it's okay. Now, in a lot of situations, characters want to shield the jump seat, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to press a button because they're going to be negative.
Oh.
The only thing about that is you're supposed to shield the jump seat from Batista so she doesn't get the instant overhead on you, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't make them negative.
Ah. Well, that's unfortunate, especially for Argan Ross. Yeah, that's a situation you have to train yourself, right? Because usually when you do shield jump ins, it's your turn. You even get punishes on assaults.
Yes.
So definitely something you have to train yourself out of when it comes to playing against Batista.
Okay, very nice.
Oh.
Saw the gap in between. Got the 360. Look at that damage. Into the corner we go.
And goes to the wall. Oh, scooped him up. Perfect range.
Yeah, the car canceled 3C into the super. Oh, slap! Get back down on the ground. And this is all Argan Ross. Boom, boom.
What? Oh. All right, he's feeling him now. He's like, these zoners are letting me in and I ain't leaving.
Finally, it's my time. Look at that well-trimmed beard.
It is.
You know, I respect a well-trimmed beard. You know, there's a lot of people out here in the FGC tournaments, and, you know, they don't take proper care of their facial features.
That's facts. I had to get the free Frosty's trim myself.
Whoop. All right, 6-6C. All right, nice tech. But look at how much grid Argan Ross has to work with.
Yeah.
Whoa! TK body splash.
That was wild. Seeing the body splash that low off the ground.
Okay, flash kick. Argan Ross is like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
right?
still got the life lead. Don't matter to me.
Exactly. You can't let that get to you. It's just a matchup in general. You're going to eat a flash kick.
You're going to eat a laser. You're going to get sent full screen again. It's just the way of life.
You just got to make sure when it's your turn, you got to make things happen.
Oh, yeah. It's all the green shield.
Damn. It's not a good look.
Very nice.
Available. Casual Breloom finishes off the first round.
I love the awareness from Casual Breloom. Saw him getting hit by that 2C, immediately canceling into the two-way whip to hit the combo. Ooh, that's big. Ate a fist.
Get him out the sky.
There it is.
Oh,
Once again.
Good move.
Like I said again, man, this is how you deal with zoners. You win that grid cycle, you just go in. You change it. Change shift, go in.
What do you see?
Oh. Yeah, you don't win those situations against Batista. Batista charges faster than every other character.
Argan Ross has been doing a good job of playing
It's
that
an overhead, blocks it. Oh my god.
That was incredible defense. So much grid on his side now.
Yep, flash kick. She was holding down back, man. Oh, slap.
Damn.
He almost got the combo off that too.
That was scary.
All right, back dashes. Oh,
A little bit too late on the anti-air attempt.
that's big. Yeah, that you don't want to be that close when you laser with Batista. It is negative.
So Argan Ross here on match point. Trying to move on. It's off 48. Now looking to give him that room to set out the crystals. Trying to close that space. Catches him out the sky.
I would put him in the corner in the situation. Oh, no.
World.
Yeah, calling out the back dash so well.
And jumps over the projectile. Gets the air-to-air.
Into the corner we go. This is... Oh, my God. He just woke up with the overhead.
Word.
Yeah, Argan Ross hasn't been really checking him with the meaty, so...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, you really don't want to meaty somebody with a one of the fastest reversals in the game.
You're right. He has been getting his stuff flash kick.
Very nice.
Can't blame him. Oh, it's going to be a clean punish now.
Argan Ross
CS
still...
available. There it is.
Yep. 360. This is going to walk. I like it. Oh, assault. Yeah, you cannot block during assault. He's going to win the grid cycle still. I'm smelling the body splash. Smelling it. Oh, no.
Future.
Just kidding. He doesn't even need it.
That'll work too, though. Argan Ross takes it 2 over Casual Breloom. Did fall to the Hilda, but conquers the Batista. Still alive here in top 48.
Yeah, good job from BXA's very own Argan Ross. Looking a little bit more happy now that he's not playing against Hilda.
Yeah, we got a couple of nice smiles during the match. My man was enjoying playing some UNIS a lot more when it came to that matchup than the previous one.
I mean, that's just the way that Batista works, right? A lot of her strings just give you grid because they're multi-hits, multi-hits, multi-hits. Crystals, pretty much just free grid.
Yeah.
Every time she does a fireball, that's a free grid. Laser's a little bit more difficult to deal with, but also she only has 2 lows in this game. Her 2A is not a low, her 2B is not a low. Only 3C, or 2C, I'm sorry, and her down force function. But every time she uses that down force function, she loses grid.
Oh, okay.
That's just how force functions work.
I see. So you can definitely, it's all about focusing the grid in UNIS in general, but especially in that matchup. It seems
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
But up next, we're going to have Havard back up on the setup, but he's going to be up against Barrow, who is our first time seeing him.
Indeed, indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually don't know who Barrow played.
Okay. Yeah, we saw Havard earlier.
But looking at him. Okay. He's
Well,
smiling. He seems excited. What do you think he played?
Well, I see the character select now, so I already spoiled. But just if I went off his look in general, man.
I see a Line player.
See a Lune player?
Or Hyde player.
I think Hyde.
I see a Shoto player. How about that?
Hyde might be a pretty good read.
Watch him pick some like outrageous pick. Like not a Shoto, not anything.
I can see a little bit of the Elton. I see a little bit of the Elton too.
I don't see the Elton.
You don't see
the
it?
Elton. I don't see it.
I can see it.
I don't have the Elton in mind.
I understand.
Out them players are far in between. We got Magnus, we got UNIS player, and then we got players like Barrow and you. Look at you.
Me. That's true range. Eldenham player, Eldenham aficionado. So we're gonna get to it. Oh, my man's went all the way back to the main menu.
We're gonna get some colors.
Let's reset everything.
I'm about it. You know, when you go back to the menu, you see the little scores on the top. You want to keep if you don't want to keep internal, you don't want to focus on that during your match. You can just look up at the screen, right?
Yep.
I called. How did I know?
How did you know? Nobody. I don't know.
It's the yellow hoodie. It was absolutely the yellow hoodie.
Oh, that's funny. That actually is the Illuminate style hoodie. Very similar in color. Going up against the Akatsuki. That's what we saw from Havard earlier.
Yep. Rocking that Joker color.
Man, that is the Joker color. I was gonna say
he lives in a society, bro.
Green hair all day.
Havard just trying to look for shields. It's getting dangerous.
All right.
Yeah, you saw Barrow actually trying to get that grid break right there. Ooh, okay, checking in with that 2C.
Caught him low.
Oh,
yeah, we're waking up real frisky to start off the match.
Oh, didn't get that dash in the 5C. Otherwise, he would have got a full combo. Oh, wow. That was supposed to be a fireball. 100%.
Okay.
100%. Unless it was the biggest read where he's like, yeah, he's going to dash block at me. I'm going to hit him with this overhead.
I was like, yo, is your brain that big?
Yeah, got it's guard break. I think that's a big problem with Havard, right? He's trying to steal that grid cycle in his favor way too much by shielding.
I see, yeah. I think that's definitely something that when you first start playing UNIS a lot, something that is emphasized when you learn about the game, right? It's how important grid is. And sometimes you shield a little bit too much to try to win that. And because of it, you get...
especially when you're getting up in the brackets, right? You're getting later on in the tournament, you gotta be a little bit more careful about your shielding. But right there, Havard ends up stealing the grid at the very last second.
Because the higher level you get, the more people are going to punish you for air shielding, for reckless shielding.
Oh, wow. Gets the counter hit. The throw. Overhead. Block. No punish, though.
Yes, still on the side of the guard.
Yet again, that green shield coming.
Wow. We are seeing some wake-up airborne moves today.
Oh, gets him with that charge 5cc.
Well, finish it off. Yeah, just slashing all the way through. Barrow taking the first game. Mad fast. I love the speed of UNIS, by the way. It's one of the best paced games out there.
Honestly, this is a different Havard than we were used to seeing. You know, against UNIS player, against a lot of the other players. He definitely is shielding way more than usual.
Yeah, it definitely just looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know how much Lina he plays against.
Definitely seems like...
not many Lina players in our scene. So.
Yeah. He don't want to deal with the oppression.
Oh, wow. Just let them roll.
Damn.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I think that was Barrow reading the fear in the heart of Havard after the first game, right? He was like, all right, I put all this pressure on you, all this oppression. Now you're going to sit there and block. I punish you for your shields. He's just doing whatever he wants. There we go.
Yeah, just sticks at the button. Oh, no.
Whoa!
He's making reads. He's making these reads that are just not working out in his favor. You know, when you see a change-up, the opponent is, you know, a little bit flustered.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit
right? And it's rare to see a change shift and the opponent not press their advantage afterwards. So it wasn't the worst read in the world, but man, it just looks bad having not worked out after the first game. Oh, gets the throw and the kill. Barrow now is going to be one round away from taking the match.
Havard's really got to, like, you can see that he's falling a lot for these throws. Yeah, he's falling victim to the throw game. Gets the counter hit throw now. All right, start blocking that. So in that situation, I would have been fine with him shielding. You know, multi-hit moves.
Yeah, for sure. That's just guaranteed grid at that point.
All right, gets the dash this time. 3.7 working out. That's the first VP we've seen from Barrow so far. Havard just backdashing, letting him Barrow win that grid.
Oh, he was trying to sneak in the focus a little bit and get more, but didn't get enough.
You can see that Barrow actually knows this matchup pretty well because he's shielding the third hit of the Tatsu from the Akatsuki.
Yeah, he's been super on point so far. Has the grid. Chain shift available as well after this.
Oh yeah, the
empty throw.
with Assault JA.
Damn, and then we got the JA chain shift. Okay, throws him in the corner. Haven't really got to make something happen here. Tries with a hesitation, but great defense from Barrow. No chain shift that time. Akatsuki shield.
All right, mistimes that throw and just ends up losing because of it.
Yep, ended up getting caught low. Havard, I think, yeah, was a little bit too desperate to make something happen, and Barrow was just super clean. You can tell, great knowledge in the matchup, taking what he got and making the most of it.
Yeah, I actually don't know what you're supposed to option select with Akatsuki. You know, that's the big thing that I see a lot of players not do in this this kind of skill level, right? And you need to start option selecting more.
Yeah.
Option selecting in Under Night is so strong, especially with those throw OSs. When you OS throw, you have to you're basically forcing your opponent, hey, I know this.
Yeah.
You can't just run up and assault and throw me all the time.
Exactly,
It
because both of
eliminates-
those options will get countered by the OS.
Yes. So you're forcing your opponent to basically do a lot of delay strings in that situation. If you're not doing that, then like you're honestly limiting a lot of your defensive options.
100%, yeah, because then you're going to get mauled in the corner like that. The opponent knows they can switch between the throw and the assault freely, and you're not going to be OSing to go against it. So that leads to huge reward, especially if, like, instead of OSing, you're trying to shield, right? You're trying to, like, win grid.
You're trying to shield or just
yeah.
like stand throw,
Yeah.
stand tech, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, assault beats both those options.
Yeah.
But, you know, me being a Gordo player, I love option selection.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's definitely
one of the best options.
I play against Hanzo Gonzo a fair amount, so yeah, I know about the Gordo OS in that situation. It really makes you take a step back and have to stagger your pressure more, like you said before. So looks like we are going to get another match here before this block is all said and done. We're going to get Untold Melody back to the stage versus DMC Axel.
DMC Axel has not been on the stage again, but we saw Untold Melody earlier playing the Hilda. He actually ended up losing to Merkava earlier. You know, getting rushed down. But we talk a lot about Hilda, right?
Yeah, we definitely talked a lot about
There's a lot of hate on Hilda, all right? We saw Untold Melody kind of falter, get his reversal baited a lot, his VO. But he likes to use his force function, and he likes to dive kick on wake up a lot.
I see. Yeah, we definitely saw the VOs get exposed earlier. Those airborne wake up moves have been working out for numerous players, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And, none more successful than Untold Melody. Oh, and we got Eldnum on the side of
I see this
Axel.
matchup all the time, man.
Yeah.
We got Royal Heart and Magnets.
Oh, okay. I haven't played this matchup too much myself, but yeah, I mean, you can get huge reward off the ricochet bullets if it does hit from long distance while just trying to set stuff up.
Yep, and you also have 2C and 2B to close the distance. Not to mention that any button that Hilda does want to throw out, you can actually check at really good ranges with your 2-3-6-8.
Oh, okay.
Just shoot them.
Just let the clip unload.
And we both know that Eltnum with Chain Shift is a very scary, very scary character.
Oh, most definitely. Definitely one of the jump A assault characters that you talked about before. She's got so many options to oppress you in the corner, plus frames for days. See if that comes to fruition.
Okay, we're talking a lot about how godlike a lot of you know, colors are, right? I'm not a big fan of this Eltnum color.
Me neither.
I
like the green Hilda, but
green Hilda's nice. You know, we saw it earlier, but brown Eltnum?
the Dookie Brown.
I don't know, man. That's not a good brown.
It's not.
You know, I'm a big fan of beige. That's
Beige?
not
Okay.
beige. No. Oh, you're getting opened up with a assault overhead.
Bringing him to the ground as well. Hilda setting up shop
Yet
as
again.
she's one to do. Going with the overhead nice and early.
Send him back up. Let's see. Goes to the low this time.
And then just switches it up immediately.
Yeah, there's that 2-3-6-A.
Yeah, got the counter. That's going to give him some leeway here.
There's that 2B.
Long distance. No.
Oh, wow. Catches the jump start up right there.
Damn.
Oh, no. Doesn't end it.
All right.
It's okay. It works out.
Untold Melody takes the round regardless.
We got some Untold Melody fanboys in the background. I can feel them through the headset, man.
They're definitely making noise for sure.
All right, set it up. I like it.
3.8.
You have 200 meter. There's no reason to sit on it.
Yeah, and then the grid's going to be real close here, but he did end up making Axel block a lot. at the end.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have grid when you're stuck in a 2-block string like that.
Yeah. And he's just been going back and forth. First it was overhead, then low. Now back to the overhead. Worked out.
Oh, yeah, there's that 2C.
The long distance. He's even going to spin the meter to get more reward off of it. Side switch. A little bit closer to the corner now. Unloads the full clip.
Ooh. Yet again, he's that force function coming out from Untold Melody. Boom. That's really good damage, actually. Wow.
Yeah.
That's not fair. But look at that grid from DMC Axel. Oh my God, the force function again?
The force function was working out in spades, bro.
I mean, she does get off the ground real quick. So if you're doing a low to meaty or something, it does blow it up.
And you mentioned, right, the buttons that Eldon's trying to press at those ranges are the 2B and the 2C.
Yeah.
So they're hitting low, and he's just rising up off the ground and countering it.
In those situations, I would want to see Axel meaty with 5A.
Yeah, for sure. Her 5A is very good.
Yeah, her 5A is absolutely fast.
Yeah.
And it leads into so many of the options that she can do. And, you know, if she ever wanted to get her turn back, she could just 2A.
More defensive airborne options. He's really exposing these strings that Axel's trying to present.
Hailstorm.
Yeah, try to press up a little bit early, get clipped by it. Oh, 2C though. Keep going to the well, didn't have enough meter to extend there.
Yet again, you know, he's trying to meaty with that 2A too much.
Yeah.
And Untold Melodies is waking out first on him.
Why
Right?
it's,
Just that veil off.
it's an incredible meaty too. I really need him to use it.
Didn't want to deal with the pressure situation. Oh, yeah, gravity squeeze. That's another one of her reversals.
Dog. But he's dashed up and stared at him and then swung into it. Oh,
Interesting
and the throw. Untold Melody now match point.
Yeah, just standing in a range where he can successfully shield or block the ricochet bullet. Yeah, there it is again.
Oh, no 2B for you, son. I do too. I understand.
Yeah, the classic.
As he landed overhead.
There are no tech buttons in this game, man.
Nope.
Let's set it up. He's got the chain shift. Oh, wow, he just gets tagged, and that's going to be it.
Oh,
wow. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I thought he was going to go for the IW.
Give him another chance to get away from this perfect, get the moral W.
Oh, yeah, no dash block, and unfortunate from DMC Axel. And Untold Melody will end up advancing into the loser side of our bracket.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that looks like it's going to be it for top 48. Well done to our competitors. Untold Melody, the very last qualifier. It was a fun top 48, but now we are going to get on to the top 16 here in a minute.
Exactly. But our time here is up.
Yes.
But please, once again, support Frosty Faustings, support our streamer RS Blackrose, and of course, follow my good friend Ringe here on Twitter. And of course, please check out our sponsors.
Oh yes, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. You already know it's here at the tournament. It's on the Nintendo Switch. It's on the PS4. It's on Steam. All the relevant platforms that you want. You can definitely get some Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. It's version 2.0, the tanks in and all kinds of nonsense.
Exactly. And if you're not about the nonsense, get this non-nonsense hoodie. AXL, baby. Look at those sick-ass designs. Use code Frosty for 10% off.
Most definitely. Keep warm in the winter, and I'm keeping this money flowing with secret code Frosty on the Ready Games. That $300 prize pool will be mine. It could be yours, too. You got to download it at thereadygames.com and use that code, baby. Next up, of course, Naptown Clutch as well. In April, towards the end of it, it's going to be another Friday and Saturday tournament. I love that trend, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Frosty Faustings, a Friday, Saturday tournament is going down April. $30 venue fee, and it's got all the games you could possibly want. Grand Blue will be out at that time, too, so hit up Naptown Clutch.
Uniclear, baby. Don't forget.
Uniclear.
And also don't forget about Second City Smash. We got 3 qualifying events in 2020. May 9th, August 29th, October 31st. Look at those pop bonuses on your screen right now. Registration opens February 10th.
1,000 for each. That's buff. Super TSB. March 6th and 7th in New York. Visit smash.gg/super-TSB to sign up now. Make sure you're there because it's going to be an incredible tournament. Again, Grand Blue should be out by that time as well. Uniclear should be out by that time as well. It's going to be one of the premier anime tournaments in the States. You do not want to miss it.
Yeah, and speaking Premiere, we got Game Changers Arcade. These guys will help you set up your very own arcade machine with your very own monitor. You know, a lot of arcade cabs have that problem where they're, you know, you got some lag, right?
Yeah.
forget about it.
Never
we got
that.
Asus monitors in there. We got BenQ monitors in there. Do whatever you want with it.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout outs to Game Changers and shout outs to the Ignite FGC meetups that's right here in Chicago or in the Illinois area in general. Produced by one of our fine streamers here at Frosty Faustings, that Low Kick Esports Squad. You can see the games on the bottom of your screen right there. Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Soul Calibur 6, and of course that Guilty Gear. Make sure you hit them up, and make sure you hit up Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, man. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this game from people I respect. I only played a little bit myself, but I can't wait to get my hands on it some more. And of course, it's dropping soon.
Exactly. But speaking of dropping out, we're going to be dropping out. We're going to be switching commentary for our top 16. Please stay tuned. We got killers in this bracket. We saw Red Blade.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Magnus. Unfortunately, he's out, though.
He's out, though.
One day, Magnus, one day. But we got another Outnum player.
UNIS player.
UNIS player in this bracket as well. And we saw JCT all the way from Canada. Another one of those Hilda players, baby.
Yeah, definitely some fine competition for Red Blade and the other fierce competitors here at UNIS. Do not go anywhere because we'll be right back with some more action.